My name is Laura Kelly. I am a partner at Cox Yeats Attorneys. So Cox Yeats, we are head officed in Durban, but we've recently opened up offices in Johannesburg as well. We are a commercial law firm. We're medium-sized. We've actually been voted the top law firm and medium-sized law firm in South Africa for the last 2 years, which is great. Personally, I tend to focus on international trade and commercial law, specifically within the area of petrochemicals and the storage and handling of fuels at the port. My work tends to be more around sort of commercial and contractual law as opposed to sort of the litigation or fighting in courts or what every varsity student who comes to that work sees themselves in suits. It's not, it's not what I do. With community achievements, I mean, obviously, you know, with law, we do tend to be working more for the larger enterprises. But with that being said, we assist with pro bono, so we work a lot with probono.org. And it might not necessarily have a community impact, but for instance, a few years ago, I had a matter in court and I helped a lady who was being wrongfully evicted. I prevented that from happening, and so it didn't change the community, but it certainly changed her life. I've been from Durban. I studied at the University of Cape Town, and then following that, I landed up at Cox Yeats. I did my articles, associate, and then I was appointed as a partner at 27. In terms of inspiration and how I got to where I am today, it really does come down to a lot of hard work. You don't just land up where you are by not working hard. But with that being said, I come from a really incredibly supportive family. You know, if I did anything in life when I was growing up, my parents, you know, led me to believe that if that's what I chose, I could go as far as I wanted to go. And law can be a very demanding career, a tough environment, and I think that sort of self-belief and confidence that they instilled in me has definitely helped me go further in my career. At Cox Yeats, my mentor when I started there was Andrew Clark. He's recently been appointed as the managing partner. He's a brilliant lawyer, so you know, from that perspective, I really learned a lot from him, but he also really took the time to sort of foster your legal career, you know, sit down with you, work through stuff with you, and he put me in the best possible position for my legal career to go as far as it can go. I mean, it's still got a lot further to go, I'm still young, but he really played a fundamental role in where I am today. It can be quite a male-dominated environment, the legal environment, and you do get underestimated. It's not necessarily a bad thing because you just get to prove them wrong. And so, yeah, you can walk into a meeting or into an environment and people don't want to take you seriously. And so you do sometimes have to fight that bit extra to sort of get your point across. This isn't within my own firm, I just want to clarify that. You know, I've had everything. I have been very blessed in life. I'd say personally something I do, I've had to really sort of work and overcome is anxiety. The legal career can also be a very demanding one, so it definitely, you know, can feed into it, and you've just got to take the time to, you know, work on all those other areas of life, health, fitness, and that, to put yourself in the best possible position to function as best as you can. And yeah, I think I'm doing that, and I think that people need to also not shy away from not wanting to be open about dealing with anxiety or anything like that, because I think that most people do deal with it in life, and you've just got to work with it. Law really is an evolving, you know, dynamic sector, and it's always changing, and so I really do like to just take steps to try and continue learning. I like to do sort of extra courses, often through Get Smarter and Coursera and that, to really just continue to expand my knowledge. So yeah, to just learn as much as I can and really just to continue to, you know, develop my expertise within the fields of law that I enjoy. Long-term goals, I enjoy the legal side, but I also really, I think I've got strong business acumen and I'm good on the operations side, so I would also like to get stuck into organizations, you know, where you can make a difference but also sort of lead coupled with, doing my law career. And then I absolutely love dogs, so I would like to start a dog sanctuary one day. I was going to become a vet, but then I have allergies towards certain animals, so that was very quickly stopped. And so yeah, I went into law. The advice that I would give to someone sort of following in my path, a young woman, is it's definitely to not take yourself too seriously. It can be quite a sort of serious career, and you really do have to stay true to who you are. You have to work hard, but you really do have to take the time to put yourself in the best possible position to be as effective as you can. No car can run without fuel, and it's very much the same. You have to exercise and eat healthy and spend time with your family or doing what you love. And I recently saw, it was a speech by Brian Dyson, and it has become very popular, but it was a sort of 5 balls of life speech where he says that work is a rubber ball in this game of life, and everything else is a glass ball: your health, your family, and if you drop your work ball, it will inevitably bounce back up. But all the other balls, if you drop them in life, they either shatter or they come back and they sort of irrevocably damaged. And you really just have to take note of that and strive to find that balance in your life. I'm involved in law, but I really do sort of have a strong business acumen, and when I'm working with a client, I like to get a sort of holistic view of their business, because you can't look at what you're doing in a silo. I might be drafting an agreement for one area of their business, but it can have a big impact on other areas. And I think what I'm good at is that I sort of really find that out. I get to know about a company, and I ensure that the services I'm providing to them are done in such a way that operationally they can also operate as effectively as they can as a company. I do have strong interpersonal skills, and so I do often help a company sort of on the operations side, whether it's assisting with industrial relation issues or sitting down with municipalities and seeing how we can work together to make things work for that company in sort of that certain area. There obviously are the sort of typical service delivery in that you have to be responsive, and I think I'm also quite good at picking out where you can't be available 24/7, because that goes completely against what I said earlier about keeping balance. But that's not to say that you don't identify those certain aspects where a company does need you to be available, to step in and help with whatever they need, because it really is such a fundamental transaction for them. And so I think what I do is that I can identify those areas or those times, and I do step up then, and I am available to assist with whatever they need to get the deal, the agreement across the line as efficiently and quickly as we can.